In 2024, I set out on a journey to platinum and get achievements on as many games as I possibly can. It has brought me so much joy, satisfaction, and some good old anger that I just cannot stop now. Getting the South Park Snow Day Platinum Trophy was just kind of a big meme with a touch of luck required. This is not the best game I've ever played, but I've been a huge fan of the show for well over 20 years. So with that being said, welcome to good old South Park on a snow day. Now, the Platinum Trophy for this game took me about 18-ish hours to complete, so nothing too crazy. But it does take several times of restarting certain levels so I could get the cards needed to drop in order to get the trophy done. Make sure and like and subscribe on the video or be kicked in the nuts by Cartman. To get the Platinum, we must complete 2 steps, starting with step 1, do the story. South Park Snow Day, it was released March 2024 and was developed by Question LLC. Just so you know, I did receive a free review code for this game by THQ Nordic and Dead Good Media. I always make sure to include if I did get a review code, just in case the feds are watching. Now the story starts out with an impending blizzard set to hit South Park. Cartman prays for the largest snowstorm ever to hit, so they get the highly wished for snow day. Cartman wakes up to find that his prayers have been answered. South Park has taken on more inches than Mia Khalifa.
Hey yo, what the f?
With school closed, the town shut down, and kids with absolutely nothing to do, well, the cast of South Park and us as the new guy decided to take full advantage of the situation. South Park Snow Day, it uses a card system for upgrades, spells to be used, bullshit cards, which are specialty cards, and some of these, it's trophy related, so there is a grind. But we earn our first of 32 trophies by upgrading a card and getting the trophy legendary. With Cartman setting the rules that each cast member is a superhero, he utilizes us as the new guy to fight them all. This game does have multiplayer elements, but I just played with AI the whole time. There are 5 chapters to play through, and during the first chapter, we earn our next trophy, tap that maple syrup for killing an int with bleeding damage. Yes, we're able to damage with range or melee attacks. One of my favorite trophies to unlock though was put the ass in assassin. If you don't know why, well, I can't help you. But it's earned by farting on 3 assassins using the fart escape, which it is a legitimate power that we can equip. Yes, we fart on people to get away from them. It's pretty awesome. Now, I've always liked South Park because they will make fun of anyone equally, and they slide in those jokes that make me giggle at pretty much any age. Now, another easy trophy to unlock is found the toot button. Yes, you literally just press right on the D-pad and you can fart at any time to get the trophy. It's South Park. I mean, what do you want me to say? As we're navigating the first chapter, we run into good old Randy. He makes sure to let us know just how important toilet paper is, as everyone in town is hoarding it and trying to fight over it. This is definitely making fun of society for panic buying when something happens. During a follow-on fight, I unlocked the Green Seas trophy by making 4 enemies vomit. My OBS apparently was not recording, so thankfully I have a dope-ass editor who can make the trophy pop for me because I didn't capture it. After defeating Kyle's stupid elves and earning the powdered cheese bath trophy, we come face to face with our first boss fight, Kyle. Kyle's fight's kind of annoying because he sends out these barb-like vines that damage you pretty heavily. However, after overcoming him with my vast superiority, I beat Kyle and earn yet another trophy, Weed Killer. While setting out on Chapter 2 to fight old Kenny, I was able to acquire the Ultra Legendary Trophy by doing another upgrade. After reaching the amphitheater, I find myself fighting not just Kenny, but Princess Kenny. Kenny tries to damage me with weird attacks such as hearts blowing up, explosives, and some rainbow thing to damage me. However, my AI friends actually did a much better job here, tried to help me get through this battle and earn the trophy, Bastardly Behavior for beating Princess Kenny.
Oh my god, you killed Kenny, you bastard!
Chapter 3, it's a little different than the others as it involves completing various rites of passage events in order to get to the fight with Stan. And in my opinion, this is definitely the hardest boss fight in the game, and it's with Stan, of all people, Stan. In this chapter, there are 2 trials you have to make it through. However, there are 3 possibilities for trials. So basically loading in, you don't know which 2 you're going to actually play through, which will come into play later during a trophy cleanup time that I will cover. After working my way through the downtown, I unlocked the trophy Fully Worthy for becoming an honorary Marshwalker. I have absolutely no idea what I did to unlock it, but I did. After eventually reaching Stan, the fight is on. Like I said, I found this one to be the most difficult of them all. He jumps in the air to do some slams, he calls in reinforcements, and his dad, Randy, a level 5 dad warrior, He joins in the fight to toss bombs onto the battlefield. Like, literally, I'm a kid fighting adults now. Eat a bag of dicks, Randy. With my entire team in absolute shambles, dead all across the battlefield, I pull off the unthinkable and defeat Stan, earning the Dragon Killer trophy. Randy also loses his toilet paper too, which serves you right. Chapter 4 shows us that Cartman, he's not actually on our side. In fact, he's the orchestrator of this whole event and turns on us.
And I understand how important rules are, because if we don't have rules, then the new kid's just gonna ruin the game like always.
We must fight our way through the backyards and chase after Cartman. Our next trophy we unlock is the Cursed Bloodline for defeating Leanne and her minions at the church. She kind of acts as like a mini-boss in our pursuit of Cartman. It's after we locate Cartman, though, he presents several obstacles in beating him. For one, there's a big-ass snowman who shoots out fire. And for two, there are snowman Cartmans who blend in as these, I don't know, mannequins, and they will also attack you. After finally beating Cartman, we unlock the trophy, Inevitable Betrayal. Alright, now it's time to fight Mr. Hanky. He takes over this big-ass worm and we have to beat him with cannons. We do earn the trophy Death from Above for killing 10 enemies with weapon strikes from the air. This trophy can be earned over time, so it will probably take you a few levels in order to get it. But this mission does have a specific trophy called Clean Underwear, and you get that for killing 50 pooplets in this battle. Yes, they are basically the little shits chasing you around everywhere trying to kill you. After beating Mr. Hanky, we earn the trophy Everyone Needs Ambien for beating him, and ultimately, you've now beat the game. Like I said, the story, pretty simple. Not a bad playthrough. There's really nothing to it. So now it's time for Step 2, which requires some luck in getting the trophies. Step 2, Snow Day Trophy Cleanup. Now that we beat the story, it's time to go through and clean up the remaining trophies. After you beat the game, there's a girl named Nicole that appears in each mission to offer these empowerments for enemies to become stronger. When you beat the game with one of these equipped, you will unlock a new rule trophy. Another trophy that's also pretty easily acquired, not sure why I didn't do it on my first run, but it's Grave Dancing Trophy. You get this by dancing while reviving an ally who's currently down. Like I said, a lot of these cleanup trophies are just grinding some more of the game, and here comes some luck. The Discerning Trophy is unlocked by increasing the rarity of 10 upgrades to rare or better. Just FYI, you need to have toilet paper to do these upgrades. And you remember Nicole, the chick that makes the game a little bit harder? Well, she also has another trophy for you. If you can find her twice in a mission and accept 2 empowerments, you will earn the Hardcore Trophy at the conclusion of the mission. You must beat the whole chapter mission though to get this. Not just kind of going through and beating her tasks, you have to beat the mission that you're currently on. The next trophy, Pirate Ship Please, is earned by going to Chapter 3. This requires you to kill 3 enemies with cannonballs. Towards the end of this mission, there are a ton of opportunities to kill enemies with cannonballs, so I would definitely go with this chapter for earning the trophy. Fighting Stan, it's also pretty tough, so you can also earn Impotent Revenge as well for farting on the enemy faction leader while you're dead. Basically, if you just stand there, Stan will kill you pretty quickly and then you fart on him. After this, I equipped the Flame Wand, which is basically just a makeshift flamethrower. I went into Chapter 4 and earned Fields of Flame for setting 4 more enemies on fire within no more than 2 seconds between each. Now, I do recommend a higher chapter because enemies can die too quickly on the lower ones before other enemies are able to catch on fire within that time frame. In the same mission, I earned Middle Management for reviving an ally with a cheesed Necro. You need to do this on Chapter 4, which is where the Necros start coming in. Then, you basically need an ally to die with a Necro near them. You hit the Necro with the cheese power that basically shoots out cat piss and causes the enemies to then fight for you. Once I got to Cartman, I earned the Know Thy Enemy trophy. This can be a little tough if you aren't paying attention, because when the Cartman decoys come out, you can't damage any of them. So basically you need to keep an eye on the real Cartman and only deal damage to him. Your allies can damage the others, and it does not count as negative for you, but if you cause damage, not going to get the trophy. As I said, some of the trophies earned, they're based on luck. You need certain cards to come out in order to earn the trophy during a run. For the trophy Moon Crash, you need the bullshit card Moon Jump in order to get this. This card allows you to jump very high, and then you must kill an enemy with an aerial attack after floating for at least 1 second. The trophy No Tears Now, Only Dreams, also requires the use of bullshit card Invisible. You basically have to defeat a human boss with a melee attack while you're invisible in order to earn this. So you definitely need some cards to pop up in order for you to get these done. The next trophy, Van Helsing, it's going to require you to do multiple runs. Probably one of the more grindy of the trophies. It also requires the enemy that you're facing to have the vampire card to turn some of the enemies into vampires. They can only utilize this card so many times within a match, so that's why it takes multiple runs in order for you to do it. You have to kill 10 of these vampires in order to earn the trophy. This took me multiple times of loading into a game and backing out, plus several playthroughs to finally get this trophy because I needed all the cards to basically align in order for me to grind it. Another trophy that can only be earned on Chapter 4 is the Esser of Necromancy trophy. This requires us to use cheesy zombies on a necro. Basically, you just kill a necro, then be close enough to put the cat piss all over him and use the power on them for the trophy to pop. This next trophy, oh my god, I had a ton of issues getting it to pop. It was definitely the most annoying one, mainly because of the glitches that caused it not to work for me. I tried this thing for like well over an hour. The I'll do it myself trophy requires you to not only have the bubble equipped as a power, but requires you to find the card Event Horizon on the run. Well, then you must proc the bubble, send your own projectiles into it to cause damage to the enemy for this trophy to pop. Here's the problem. I tried the flamethrower, the bombs. I even tried the bow several times and it would not work. Finally, I was able to utilize the bow, got it to work after numerous attempts. I don't know if it was just glitched or what was going on. I couldn't figure it out. But if you try this platinum, just know you might have issues getting this trophy to pop. All right, now it's time for the final trophy standing in our way of the platinum that only 0.01% have earned at the time of this video. We must defeat Stan in Chapter 3 within 25 minutes of starting our run. This means making it through the tests in our way and then defeating him and Randy within that time frame. After doing numerous attempts and obviously failing, I utilized the battle axe to do swirl attacks, making it much easier, and I was finally able to earn the Marsh Pooper trophy. Yeah, that's what it's called. This was immediately followed by the Covenant Official South Park Resident Platinum trophy, ending my reign within South Park and taking over the snow day as the new kid in town and earning all the trophies that only 0.01% have earned at the time of this video. Yeah, call me elite, baby. I did have several laughs during this platinum and had some fun playing the game, which overall that's what matters. Now, people who are not fans of South Park, probably not going to like this game. For me, I enjoyed some of the combat elements and the jokes that were offered in the dialogue during the game, which is why I like South Park. But overall, I've become a huge fan of chasing trophies in games, and once I started playing them, I kind of had this notion just to stick with it and become a completionist within the games. So if you guys enjoyed this video and platinum videos in general, please hit the like button and subscribe with the bell button checked, as you will get alerted when new videos are posted. As always, be cool to people.